Welcome to Vital Seniors. Today we're tackling a challenge that profoundly impacts every senior's quality of life: muscle loss. The medical term for this age-related decline in muscle mass and strength is sarcopenia, and it's far more than just a cosmetic concern. Sarcopenia can lead to weakness, increased risk of falls, loss of mobility, reduced metabolic rate, and a significant decrease in your ability to perform everyday activities. Many accept it as an inevitable part of aging, a slow slide into frailty. But what if I told you there's a simple, powerful, and scientifically supported action you can take every single night that can dramatically help stop muscle loss fast, allowing you to maintain your strength, vitality, and independence well into your later years? This isn't about extreme workouts or revolutionary supplements. It's about leveraging a fundamental biological process that happens every night while you sleep. For too long, the focus on muscle maintenance has primarily been on daytime activities: weightlifting, protein intake during meals, and staying active. While these are undoubtedly crucial, they only tell half the story. The often overlooked secret weapon in the fight against sarcopenia lies in what you do before you go to bed. Your body is a remarkable machine, and during sleep, it switches from a catabolic, breaking down, state to a more anabolic, building up, state. This nighttime period, which can span 7 to 9 hours, represents a significant window of opportunity for muscle repair, recovery, and growth, if you provide your body with the right building blocks. Ignoring this nightly opportunity is like trying to build a house during the day but cutting off all supplies at night. Progress will be slow, or worse, you'll fall behind. Sarcopenia itself is a complex process. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at synthesizing new muscle proteins, a process known as muscle protein synthesis. At the same time, muscle protein breakdown can accelerate. This imbalance, where breakdown exceeds synthesis, leads to a net loss of muscle mass over time. Compounding this is often a reduced activity level, inadequate protein intake throughout the day, and hormonal changes. However, what happens during the overnight fast can play a disproportionately large role in determining whether you're building or losing muscle. If you go to bed having depleted your body's readily available amino acid pool, your body may resort to breaking down existing muscle tissue to obtain the amino acids it needs for essential nighttime repair processes. This is a scenario we desperately want to avoid. Today we're going to unlock the power of nighttime nutrition, specifically focusing on one simple yet incredibly effective strategy. This do this every night action is grounded in solid physiological principles and has been demonstrated through numerous studies to support muscle protein synthesis during sleep. It's an easy-to-implement habit that can dramatically shift the balance in favor of muscle preservation and even growth for seniors. This isn't just about slowing down decline. It's about actively fortifying your muscle strength and resilience. Get ready to discover the simple nighttime ritual that can be a game-changer for maintaining your physical performance, protecting your independence, and truly helping you thrive as a vital senior. Let's uncover this powerful secret to stopping muscle loss fast, every single night. The single most effective action you can take every night to stop muscle loss fast is to consume a slow-digesting protein source right before bed. This might sound too simple, but the science behind it is robust, and its impact on seniors is particularly significant. Let's delve into why this specific strategy is so powerful. During the typical overnight fast, which can last 7 to 9 hours, your body enters a period where it's not receiving any new nutrients. While sleep is crucial for recovery, this prolonged fast can lead to a net negative protein balance in your muscles. This means that muscle protein breakdown can exceed muscle protein synthesis, potentially leading to muscle loss over time. For younger individuals, the body is generally more efficient at maintaining this balance. However, as we age, our muscles become less responsive to anabolic stimuli, a phenomenon known as anabolic resistance. This means seniors require a higher threshold of protein intake and more strategically timed protein intake to stimulate muscle protein synthesis effectively. Enter the slow-digesting protein. The most common and scientifically supported choice for this nighttime strategy is casein protein. Casein is one of the primary proteins found in milk, accounting for about 80% of milk protein. Unlike whey protein, which is rapidly digested and absorbed, casein forms a gel-like clot in the stomach, leading to a much slower and more sustained release of amino acids into the bloodstream over several hours. This sustained release is the key. By providing a steady trickle of amino acids throughout the night, casein protein ensures that your body has the necessary building blocks available to support muscle protein synthesis and counteract muscle protein breakdown during your sleep. Essentially, you are turning a potentially catabolic, muscle-wasting, overnight period into a more anabolic, muscle-building or preserving one. This constant supply of amino acids signals your muscles to repair and rebuild, rather than break down existing tissue for fuel. Numerous studies have highlighted the benefits of pre-sleep casein consumption for older adults. Research has shown that consuming casein protein before bed can significantly increase muscle protein synthesis rates during overnight sleep, leading to improved net protein balance. This means less muscle loss and, in many cases, even muscle gain when combined with resistance training. For seniors, this is not just about aesthetics. It's about preserving functional strength, improving recovery from exercise, and maintaining mobility and independence. Consider the functional implications. Enhanced muscle repair. After a day of activity or a workout, your muscles need to repair microdamage. Casein provides the steady supply of amino acids needed for this process, reducing soreness and speeding up recovery. Increased strength and power. By fostering a more anabolic environment overnight, you're creating the conditions for stronger muscles, which translates to better balance, greater ease in daily tasks like lifting groceries or climbing stairs, and improved performance in any physical activity you enjoy. Reduced risk of falls. Muscle weakness in the legs is a primary risk factor for falls. Preserving and building leg strength through this nightly routine contributes directly to better balance and stability. Boosted metabolism. Muscle tissue is metabolically active, meaning it burns more calories even at rest compared to fat tissue. Maintaining muscle mass helps keep your metabolism humming, which can support healthy weight management. Improved bone health. Muscle pull on bones stimulates bone density. By maintaining strong muscles, you indirectly support robust bone health, further reducing the risk of age-related fractures. So, how do you implement this "do this every night" strategy? The most straightforward and effective method is a casein protein shake. Dosage. Aim for about 20 to 40 grams of casein protein. The exact amount can depend on your body weight and activity level, but 30 to 40 grams is often recommended for older adults to overcome anabolic resistance. Timing. Consume your casein shake about 30 minutes to an hour before you go to bed. This allows time for digestion to begin and the sustained release of amino acids to commence as you fall asleep. Form. Casein protein powders are readily available. Look for a high-quality brand with minimal added sugars or artificial ingredients. Mix it with water, unsweetened almond milk, or a small amount of regular milk if tolerated. Food sources. While a shake is most convenient for pure casein, you can also get casein from other dairy products. Greek yogurt, particularly a full-fat, plain variety, is rich in casein, as is cottage cheese. A small bowl of cottage cheese, about 1 cup, or Greek yogurt, about 1.5 cups, before bed can also serve this purpose. Just be mindful of the total protein content. Some research even suggests that whole milk, with its combination of both casein and whey, can be effective. Important considerations. Lactose intolerance. If you are lactose intolerant, you might need to find a lactose-free casein protein powder or choose alternative non-dairy protein sources. However, casein itself has very little lactose. Some individuals find that consuming pure casein protein is tolerable, even if they struggle with other dairy products. Hydration. Don't chug a huge glass of water right before bed with your shake if you're prone to nighttime urination. Mix your protein powder with a minimal amount of liquid to avoid disrupting your sleep. Overall protein intake. This nighttime strategy is a powerful addition to, not a replacement for, adequate protein intake throughout the day. Ensure you're consuming sufficient protein at each main meal to maximize its benefits. Combine with resistance training. While this nightly habit is powerful on its own for preservation, its anabolic effects are significantly amplified when combined with regular resistance training. The protein provides the building blocks. The training provides the stimulus for growth. By embracing this simple act of consuming a slow-digesting protein like casein every night before bed, seniors can actively combat sarcopenia, stop muscle loss fast, and lay a crucial foundation for sustained strength, energy, and independence. It's a small change with monumental benefits, transforming your sleep into a period of active muscle preservation and growth, helping you live a truly vital life. Let's delve deeper into the science and practicalities of this nighttime protein strategy, because understanding the why often solidifies the how. We discussed the general concept of a slow-digesting protein, primarily casein, but let's explore some nuances and common questions that seniors might have. One of the key physiological challenges for older adults is what's called anabolic resistance. This means that as we age, our muscles require a larger dose of protein, or a more sensitive timing, to stimulate muscle protein synthesis compared to younger individuals. Where a younger person might see a significant muscle-building response from 20 to 25 grams of protein, a senior might need 30 to 40 grams to elicit the same effect. This is why the recommended dose of 20 to 40 grams of casein before bed is not arbitrary, but specifically tailored to overcome this age-related resistance and maximize the anabolic response during sleep. The type of protein truly matters here. While whey protein is excellent for post-workout recovery due to its rapid absorption, its effects are relatively short-lived. For the prolonged overnight fast, you need a sustained release, and that's precisely where casein excels. Think of it like this. Whey is a quick sprint, while casein is a marathon. You want the marathon runner to keep your muscles supplied throughout the night. Beyond just protein, the quality of sleep itself plays an enormous indirect role in muscle maintenance. Sleep is when your body releases growth hormone, which is crucial for tissue repair and regeneration, including muscle tissue. Poor sleep can disrupt growth hormone release and increase cortisol levels, a catabolic hormone that promotes muscle breakdown. By incorporating a pre-sleep protein, you're not just feeding your muscles. You're also potentially improving sleep quality by providing the body with sustained amino acids, which can help stabilize blood sugar levels overnight and prevent waking due to hunger. Tryptophan, an amino acid found in protein sources like casein, is a precursor to serotonin and melatonin, neurotransmitters essential for sleep regulation. While not a direct sleep aid in itself, a complete protein source before bed contributes to a stable physiological state conducive to restorative sleep, which in turn benefits muscle repair. Let's talk practical application again, with more detail on specific choices and preparation methods. Casein protein powder. Mixing. While water is simplest, mixing with a small amount of unsweetened almond milk, soy milk, or even a very small amount of regular milk can improve taste and texture without adding excessive liquid that might disrupt sleep due to bladder fullness. Flavoring. If plain casein isn't appealing, opt for vanilla or chocolate flavors from reputable brands. Avoid brands with artificial sweeteners or excessive additives. A little unsweetened cocoa powder can also make a chocolate version from plain casein. Smoothie option. For those who prefer a thicker consistency, you can blend casein powder with a tiny amount of liquid and perhaps a few ice cubes. Just keep the liquid volume minimal. Adding a very small amount of berries might be okay for flavor, but be mindful of adding too much sugar or fiber right before bed, as these can also affect digestion or sleep for some individuals. Whole food sources of casein. Cottage cheese. This is an excellent, readily available source of casein. 1 cup of cottage cheese typically provides around 25 to 30 grams of protein, largely casein. Opt for plain, low-sodium varieties. You can eat it plain or with a very small sprinkle of cinnamon for flavor. Avoid adding fruit or excessive sugar. Greek yogurt. Plain, unsweetened Greek yogurt, especially thicker, higher protein varieties, is another fantastic option. 1.5 cups can provide 20 to 25 grams of protein, with a significant casein component. Again, keep it plain or add a tiny bit of stevia or cinnamon. Milk. While milk contains both whey and casein, the casein content is substantial. A large glass of milk, around 12 to 16 ounces, could provide around 12 to 16 grams of protein. For some, especially those who tolerate dairy well, this might be a sufficient supplement to an already high-protein dinner or a good starting point before moving to pure casein powder. What to avoid? High sugar. Avoid protein bars or shakes loaded with sugar, as these can spike blood sugar and counteract the benefits, potentially disrupting sleep. Too much fat, fiber. While healthy fats and fiber are important, consuming excessive amounts right before bed can slow digestion too much or cause gastrointestinal discomfort that interferes with sleep. Keep it primarily protein-focused. Rapid digesting proteins. While whey protein is excellent at other times, its rapid absorption makes it less ideal for the sustained release needed overnight. Long-term benefits beyond muscle. This nightly protein strategy extends its benefits beyond just muscle tissue. Proteins are fundamental for the repair and maintenance of all body tissues, including skin, hair, nails, and organs. A consistent supply of amino acids throughout the night supports immune function. Antibodies are proteins. Maintaining a robust immune system requires adequate protein intake and repair. Hormone production. Many hormones are protein-based. Optimal protein supply supports endocrine health. Tissue healing. If you have any wounds or are recovering from surgery, constant protein supply is critical for effective healing. Integrating this simple habit into your nightly routine is a low-effort, high-impact strategy. It's about being proactive and taking advantage of your body's natural nighttime repair processes. For seniors, this isn't just about chasing bigger muscles. It's about preserving functionality, maintaining the ability to enjoy life without limitations, and ultimately, safeguarding your independence. It's a fundamental step towards aging gracefully and powerfully. In conclusion, the fight against age-related muscle loss or sarcopenia for seniors does not have to be an uphill battle. While resistance training and adequate daytime protein intake are undeniably critical, the secret weapon that many overlook is strategically fueling your body every single night with a slow-digesting protein. By consuming 20 to 40 grams of casein protein, whether through a quality protein shake, cottage cheese, or Greek yogurt, roughly 30 to 60 minutes before bed, you provide your muscles with a sustained supply of amino acids throughout the overnight fast. This transforms a potentially catabolic period into an anabolic one, actively promoting muscle protein synthesis, reducing breakdown, and ultimately helping to stop muscle loss fast. This powerful nighttime ritual offers a multitude of benefits for seniors. Direct muscle preservation and growth. It helps overcome anabolic resistance, ensuring your muscles repair and rebuild more effectively. Enhanced recovery. Speeds up recovery from daily activities and workouts, reducing soreness and fatigue. Improves strength and function. Directly contributes to maintaining and improving strength, balance, and the ability to perform everyday tasks with ease, thus safeguarding your independence. Metabolic boost. Supports a healthier metabolism, as muscle tissue is more metabolically active than fat. Better bone health. Indirectly supports stronger bones by promoting muscle strength and pull. Supports restorative sleep. By providing sustained nourishment and potentially stabilizing blood sugar, it contributes to a more conducive environment for quality sleep, which in turn boosts growth hormone release and overall recovery. Remember, This strategy is an addition to, not a replacement for, other healthy habits. It works synergistically with regular resistance training, consistent protein intake throughout the day, and overall healthy lifestyle choices. This isn't a quick fix, but a sustainable, scientifically backed habit that yields profound long-term benefits. By consistently applying this simple, do this every night action, you are taking a proactive and incredibly effective step towards owning your strength, defying the typical decline associated with aging, and truly living a vital, independent life well into your senior years. It's about empowering your body to build and repair even while you rest, giving you the foundation for a more energetic and capable tomorrow. Thank you for joining us on Vital Seniors. If you're ready to make this powerful nighttime change and fight muscle loss head-on, please give this video a thumbs up, share it with fellow seniors who could benefit, and subscribe to our channel for more empowering and practical health strategies. We are committed to helping you thrive with strength, vitality, and independence. Until next time, stay strong, stay vital, and make every night count.